Hey guys, welcome back to another part of Fire Emblem 7, the Blazing Blade. It's me, Al, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it with the next chapter. Alright, so after Hector fights off his assassins with his boy Matthew, he leaves Aston. He moves towards Santos to meet up with Eliwood as quickly as possible. He encounters a mysterious group whose dark garb hide an even darker secret. Perhaps these same powers have turned their blades on Eliwood. Hector hurries south, praying for his friend's safety. Birds of a feather flock together. I didn't really know what that phrase meant until Crow Hogan from Yu-Gi-Oh! 50s. All of his monsters were just crows. Crow was really cool, but he himself barely got any screen time, which is understandable, I guess. He gets a lot more in the manga, I think. He was also supposed to be a villain. I don't know, I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Fire Emblem. Anyway, Lord Hector, I have it. I know where Eliwood is. He entered Santaruz, and not far from here. Is that so? You've read his movements very well. Let's move to south and cross the border. We'll meet up with him in Santaruz. Oh no, it's Sarah. There you are, Lord Hector. I feel the exact same, Matthew. Sarah, what are you even doing? You're gonna be Eliwood, right? I mean, let's go together then. Just go home. There's no place for you. Oswin told me I was supposed to be here. Wait, what? Oswin? Yes, my lord. On the Marquise's orders. Sarah and I will be accompanied. Okay, I get Oswin. Because, you know... Well, I assume he's an experienced knight, you know? But Sarah, though? Why Sarah? I mean, you'll see why. Always have to have the last word, brother. No matter what you think, he's just worried about you. You're the only family that you guys have left. I know. Oh, Hector, up ahead. There seems to be some fighting. Where? Is it Eliwood? Come, let's get closer. Hurry, Oswin, Matthew. Yes, ma'am. Wait for me! They do it. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's going on over there? Looks like some rough business. You soldier, are you just gonna stand there and watch? Who do you think you are? This is St. Therese. What occurs here is no fair for any foreign lordling. I believe I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. You see, that man attacking happens to be a friend of mine. A friend? What? And you knocked him out. Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. That's terrible. I loathe violence. That you picked the wrong guy to work under then. Nicely done, my lord. You're a fighter through and through. Of course. Two different opinions. I cannot condone resorting to force so quickly. Chastise me later, Oswin. First we have to deal with these brigands. Come, we must help Eliwood. Help Eliwood? Sounds more like a convenient excuse for more violence. Oswin. Yes, I'm coming. Matthew, bring Sarah and follow. What? Sarah? No, I want to go with you. Absolutely not. You'll just slow us down. How rude. Oswin, let's go. Okay, so basically most of the maps in FE7 are gonna just be a route map, so just defeat every enemy you can. We'll start with we'll start with the two new units on Hector's side before I even go down to where Eliwood is. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, for Oswin here, he is a really strong early game unit. Honestly, he's so bulky and so strong that all the enemies on this map, even if they do have mostly axes, they still barely do any damage to him. Maybe it's a little different on Hector armor, they'll do some more damage to him. I mean, he's not going to be able to hit them at all because of the weapon triangle and how it is. Oh, I didn't look that up. But anyway, Oswald's just really strong. The only bad thing about him is not just that he's slow, to where he will get doubled by most enemies. Well, not really. He has the same base speed as Hector. He won't slow himself down mostly, so that's a plus right there. Another thing is, since he's an armor knight, he actually has one less move than Hector, which means he will be away from a lot of the combat, and at this point in the game, it's kind of hard. It's not that hard because all the enemies will just run towards you anyway, but if you have to get to point A to point B, Oswin is definitely not going to be that useful since you have to ferry him around. Most people that you're going to use rescuing for Oswin for anyway will be able to carry him, but when he promotes, he'll be too heavy to carry with some characters, which is definitely a minus because that just means he is useless and not doing anything. But he does have, I think he's a B in lances, so he can already use his silver blades. And then he always has access to 1 to 2 range, basically. You just give him a javelin and he'll do 1 to 2 range, which is good. And literally the only bad thing about Oswald is he's really slow. In stat-wise and just being able to move across the moves. I mean, that's basically the only thing that's it. He's really strong though, so honestly, if you do want to use him, I would not suggest it. You're trying to play fast. But if you don't mind playing a little slow for Oswin, it'll be just fine for you. Alright, the next unit we're going to be talking about is Sarah. So, one thing about Sarah is, right now she is just a cleric, which means she can only heal. Now that might sound bad, but instead of having to use a vulnerary to heal yourself instead of attacking an enemy, which you would probably be able to kill and be able to avoid, be able to avoid more damage, you can just have Sarah do it. Which means Sarah has basically free EXP. Clerics and thieves, well, clerics, they can heal. They also get status staffs eventually. I don't really think in FE7 there's a warp staff. I don't remember them being a warp staff. So it just leaves the silence, sleep, and I think those are the only 2 status staffs. I might be wrong. I probably will be wrong. But the fact that Sarah gets free XP is pretty good, which means she's not taking away any XP from the units that have to fight to get it. Like Hector, Oswin, and some of the other characters later on that we'll see. If you have a staff, you have free XP, and it's also just a free heal for other people to keep fighting. So you're not going to have to worry about them dying or having less survivability. And honestly, other than that, I mean, she can keep up with most of the foot units because she has the exact same move as them. The only thing that's bad is she is frail, but she's a healer. As long as you work your strategy correctly, you're not going to have to ever worry about her getting into a fight for her to even get her in. So honestly, Sarah's not that bad of a unit. but there are going to be better units later on that can do exactly what she can do, but already better. Or they're on a mount, which a mounted healer kind of busted, not gonna lie. We're gonna go ahead and go back to the game. Alright, so to start off this turn, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put Hector on this forest tile. And I think he has a hand axe, yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Hector on this forest tile. Give him a hand axe, go ahead and attack this, Pegasus Knight. Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, Hector has 38 avoid. I'll do the math here. I'll do the math here on this one. So, 79 hit, 16 attack. And Oswin has 14 base defense, 13. Wait, is it just 5 plus... No, it's not even plus 5 hit. Okay, well he does 1 extra damage, and does not get that much per hit. What I could have done, I could have put Oswin... I couldn't really move him, but I could have given him a javelin, so he can attack the archer. But I'm gonna go ahead and have Matthew and Sarah in this corner right there. Okay, I was wondering. And then I'll go ahead and go down here, and I'll talk about the second part of the game, Eliwood. Although he is a little different in this game, so... Alright, for Eliwood, in the original games he would just have a rapier for his starting item. So the sword deals, just like Hector's Wolf Bale, effective damage against armor units and cavalry. I am sure, so I have no idea what I said that. So, in the English versions of the game, it's only double effectiveness, so it's not as reliable as it is in FE6 or the Japanese version of the game, which is triple effectiveness. But, Eliwood is sort of is okay. I mean, but Eliwood, in that game also, he is very shaky. He could grow into an incredible unit because he has the okay basis for it. But his growths are... It depends on his growths to get him there. He can't just prove his growth outright. Even though all these units we're going to be fighting basically, especially on his end, are just axe users. So he has the weapon triangle on his side, but he doesn't technically have the best time against him, because they will still do a lot of damage if they do hit you. But he also gets a promotion later on where it gets him a horse. So he becomes a mounted unit, he gets 2 extra points of movement, and he gets access to lances. In this version of the game I'm playing, he already has access to lances, so he already has the best weapon type in the game. The only problem is right now is that everyone we're using will have the weapon triangle advantage against him. So right now he's not too good, but he is the best weapon in the game, so he'll at least be able to do something. In the original version of the game, he's not as lucky, because the next map is when he'll be able to... Actually, I don't think it is the next map. No, actually. Okay, so in about 3 maps he'll be able to prove his work, and he'll actually be able to do something. Right now he can only get like 4 final kills. Maybe he'll be able to crit because the Reagan lead is a very strong lance, but Eliwood is also one of the strongest. In this version of the game, they gave him 1 more con, so at least the Iron Lances is all I have. Okay, Eliwood is a very average unit. It'll probably end up average unless you are slightly blessed, because he's not the best, but he can put in some work if the game allows him to be able to put in work. Next one. Okay, after this next one, we'll save the others for the next map. Alright, and since we are doing this unit as the last one, we might as well talk about the best unit in the entire game. So, Marcus, you get him Chapter 2 in Hector's mode. In Eliwood's mode, you already have him unlocked from the start. I say unlocked. You know what I mean. He's already there from the start, and what I mean, he's the best unit in the game. He is already the best unit in the game. Just look at his bases. He's got 15 strength, 11 speed. They'll be able to double almost anything throughout the entire game, basically. He's got a lot of defense, a lot of resistance. Like even the two cavaliers you can train in Lens mode probably would not be able to reach some of his benchmarks he has right now, just because of how good his character really is. We're not even going to worry about his growth rates, because if anything, they don't matter. Like, his growths are more important. His bases are way more important. He has so much bulk, so much attack, that it doesn't even matter even if his growths were all just set to 0. The fact that he has growths to begin with just make him even better as a unit. And another thing, he has all 3 weapon types in the game already unlocked. He has an A in lances and a B in both sword and axes. He can do 1-2 range on basically anything that would give him a disadvantage, and he'll have an advantage against almost every enemy unit in the game. The only thing he won't is magic units, but he'll be able to have 1-2 range against them, and with how much HP and how much resistance he has, it almost doesn't even matter. Like, Marcus is objectively, not even objectively, he is the best unit in the game. The only thing he can't do is walk on water and fly. Literally the only thing, but anything else he does outclasses those 2 things altogether. If you ever have trouble, Marcus will save you. The only thing Marcus probably can't do is set up a kill, because with how much skill he has, he'll probably just get like a 15% crit and call it a day. But yeah, Marcus is too good of a unit not to use, and if you don't use him, you're just not trying to have as good a time as you could in this game. Let's actually start playing the map again. In this version, he has Reagan Leaf, which... Wow, that... Reagan Leaf's using. Man, just... Look at this. He's an A in Swords Tuner, but look at this, like... He's an absolute unit. I probably should have talked about Rebecca, since I will be using her. In fact, I put a list of them, so... I'm just gonna go ahead and send Lowen up here to get an item from there. And then, since Marcus can't reach, I'm just gonna have him go ahead and go here. With Iron Axe, the Iron Lance, and just let him go to town, basically. Another reason why most of the time you probably don't have to worry about getting doubled is the Iron Lance weighs 8. Most enemy types just have low constitution or just have low speed. That's pretty fast, honestly, but his Pegasus Knight's already getting slowed down by 3, so it's just at... It just has a 5 speed. It's really important to trust your comrade. She's talking about supports and about how you can get extra stats by getting those supports. Alright, so even though Bartray is technically not that good, because Bartray is so slow that he cannot even double a 0 attack speed. Okay, good. He cannot even double a 0 attack speed soldier. And he gets doubled by a brigand in his first map. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this just shows how I should have been thinking about this. Bartray is just so slow that he... Oh my gosh. If that brigand hit him both times, he would have just been done. Also, another speed level up on Hector. My Hector is blessed. Every level has gotten 1 point of speed and 1 point of attack. Alright, this Hector is going to be a really good Hector. I can already tell. He's using his hand axe. I almost thought he was going to be able to double Pegasus Knight already. He might be able to double his brigand, honestly. Okay, no. Okay. I should be looking at the stats and items a little more. Okay, so some of these units are in trouble. So I'll go ahead and have Rebecca I guess she does 10 damage to him. I need someone to do. Get doubled by the brigands walking in the background. Okay, because I'm going to use Rebecca, I'm just going to go ahead and have her try and get some experience on this map. Oh, she does not do 10 damage, she does 6. I don't know. Whatever. I'll go ahead and have Dorcas this guy, and then I'll have Eliwood attack the archer. Okay, this sprite work's not even that bad. I thought it would look a little worse for terror. Okay, maybe you guys have hand axe? No. And they have 6. That guy just happened to have 7. I'll go ahead and... it doesn't matter what I'm doing for this. Okay, yeah, yeah, I'll go ahead and just walk up here. Bartray's not going to get double, but he can also go for Eliwood, but only one of them can have Lowen visit the village and get him a secret. Okay. He's just talking about how skill can increase accuracy or will be able to let you land a okay. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and actually probably just go ahead and turn off animations for Sarah, because it's just going to be that every time. Oh, it's too late now. Alright, so... Okay, I knew this guy was not going to double Matthew. Probably should. Okay, I need to start checking whole enemy... Not just enemy ranges, but how much damage they do too. So... Oh, alright, Matthew got a crit. Okay. And he doubled. Okay. Oh, I knew Matthew doubled him. Let's see. Alright, what's your first strength? Alright. Actually, I think he has like a 45%. No, I think it's only 30, which is, I mean, not bad, but... Yeah, and this is what Marcus is probably going to be doing for, like, the next 5 chapters. It's just taking down everyone who's just going to get in the way. So, this is what you get for not checking in your rangers. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm back to this map. Just look at how weak Rebecca is and how much of a challenge it is probably going to be able to use her. So, when I was talking about weapon effectiveness earlier, all bows are effective against blind units unless they have the Philly shield, I think it's what it's called, or the Delphi shield. I think it's the Delphi shield. That's only double effective damage. So, it goes 6. It goes 2 times the might of the weapon. So that's 12. Plus 4 with Rebecca's strength. So that's only 16. And that's why she's only doing 13 damage. This is how weak, not just Rebecca is, but most archers in this game. The only good thing about Rebecca is she has a really high speed growth. And that's what you're going to have to rely on. Other than that, she's still going to be doing 0 damage. Because she has no reason to do any more than that. And that's the difficulty of Rebecca. Well, I never got to see if the guy had 7 speed, actually. Oh, yeah, and in this situation, we don't talk about it. Hector's just, having some fun here in the forest. This is just so that Matthew and Sarah don't get attacked by the gate over there. That's like, I forget what the resistance growth is, but you gotta put in resistance. And also, I probably should have been paying more attention. It wasn't too bad of a look, but it could have been a lot worse. I forget, this is one of the things that happened. Like, so Lewin, he found, or Lowen, he found a secret book which gets 2 points of skill. So, technically, skill kind of doesn't matter. But, that's if you have growths. Or, if you're doing, yeah, that's, skill doesn't kind of just doesn't matter. If you're doing a gross playthrough, if you're doing a 0% playthrough, it's very important. Because, I mean, if you don't get any stats when you level up, you can't really do anything. So, I'll just do it. But yeah, you're at a 0% playthrough. That means growths are at 0, which means if you level up, you don't get anything out of level up other than that. If you're unpromoted, you're one level closer to being promoted. That's basically the only thing. So technically it makes the game harder by you actually having to do a lot more strategy that you probably would not be thinking of otherwise. And then let's see. In negative growths, it also matters because all your growths, instead of being positive, are negative. So anytime you level up, you have a chance of just losing a stat. Yeah, that doesn't sound too much fun, and sometimes you can soft lock the game, I guess. But you can do it. You were able to beat Fire Emblem games with negative growth and 0% growth, so strategy is definitely the name of this game. Or you can throw Marcus at it. For now, anyway. Eventually, Marcus won't be able to fix all your problems. Eventually, other people are going to have to start pulling their weight. But that's not going to happen for a while. Oh, I say a while, but like a little bit. Oh my gosh. That's like an 85% chance of hitting him, and he just dodged it. Get Eliwood to Marcus, not to Marcus. Get Eliwood to Hector. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. I'll buy some vulneraries. Get low. Back up there. I'll go ahead and Oswin and throw a javelin, just in case you missed. And then, so Hector stops wasting uses of the hand axe. Have him use the flail. I'm gonna check the range of this Pegasus Knight, which is just a Matthew, which is, I don't really think Matthew can wait for anyone, even if you wanted to. Okay, so yeah, no, Matthew could not get away from the Pegasus Knight. So we'll just go ahead and end the turn. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. Finally got rid of that one. It was just sitting on a forest tile, which is completely my fault. That I placed Hector there, for him to just be able to keep dodging Hector like that, since axes just have terrible accuracy, most of the time anyway. Oswin's in the first select trying to hit this guy, so I don't want him to attack from the mountain, so he doesn't get even more. He gets one more thing of defense and 10 more points. That's really annoying. I'm gonna hopefully put this here so everyone can leave him alone. Oh, Rebecca. so someone else can have it. He's the only 2 range. I'll go ahead and heal Hector, just so he will be even further away from a defense tile, and therefore I can have someone beat him a lot easier. Oh, and they're going for the 1 fortress that's still open. Okay. So I'll probably have Lowen go ahead and get on top of the fortress, because enemies in this game have an AI to where below a certain percent they will just fly to the forest, not to a healing tile or to a healer in general, and start healing. That's honestly more than I would usually give her, or tell anyone to even give her. You have low HP. Pegasus Knight will deal 8 damage to Eliwood, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll take some damage, but that's speed. Even you can double march, right? No, you killed Archer. Okay, technically you wouldn't, but I just messed up the rescue. If you're low on healing, you might even just walk to the one Marcus is closest to, so you want to try and do that. You just have the steel axe. Have Hector here, and hopefully get this hand axe. Yes, I did. I'll go ahead and have Hector switch to Wolf Veil, and then he'll be able to fight this boss on a forest tile. HP, strength, speed, and defense. That's even better for me. I'll go ahead and have Oswin trade him Wolf Veil. I'll use the Iron Lance. Oh, I didn't even think Oswin would have the strength to finish him off. That's what I get from a read, I guess. Alright, and Sarah will be able to heal Hector. Thus we're getting even more experience and HP. Okay. That Pegasus Knight. Okay. Let me show you how it's done, boys. Oh, that's just lovely, actually. Honestly, I don't even... Can Marcus? Just how much you do. Way more. Even with a weapon triangle disadvantage, Marcus still does the exact same amount of damage. I'll just go ahead and have Marcus sit right there, and even if he attacks... actually... Okay, yeah, he'd have to either attack Marcus... or have to attack... Hector. I'd much rather him attack Hector. If he attacks Marcus, it doesn't matter. Marcus will get even more... Marcus will just soak up some XP. It would be terrible. And in fact, because he is just a forest tile now, we're just gonna tell him to get lost. Man, this guy's just the master of low percentage hits. This was not so easy. I mean, even if it was just Eliwood, Marcus is here. He can fix it real quick. Okay, I want to get the guy off and get even more XP. Okay, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and leave this for the next video because this one is already 4 minutes. It's kind of long already. So I'll go ahead and leave this here. I promise I'm not this bad at Fire Emblem. It's just trying to make it interesting and moving the screen along at the same time. And trying to make this interesting and trying to use strategy at the same time is... I really didn't think it'd be this hard, but it is subconsciously just this hard. And it's not even hard math. So hopefully I'll be able to make it more interesting along the way, but... Oh, the music stopped. But I'm gonna go ahead and end off this part, and I'll see